Let's discuss becoming a personal trainer. Welcome to this video on if becoming a personal trainer is right for you. Now, you might be in a position where you are a group fitness instructor and you're thinking about crossing over to the one-on-one side, or maybe you're new, you're a beginner. You saw one of my other videos on personal training. You're thinking, maybe I do want to consider this profession. My name is Tyler Valencia. I'm the president of KIPS and Time to Train Fitness. I've also been in the industry for roughly 17 years, and I've worked for companies like NESTA and NCCPT, along with owning KIPS, which is a fitness education company. Before I jump into the meat and potatoes of this video and probably why you clicked on it, I do want to discuss some of the benefits of being a personal trainer. It's not all bad. There's a lot of great in this. And the first one in terms of becoming a personal trainer is that it's easier than ever to become one. The certification exam, some gyms do not require an accredited certification. What does that mean? That's a very big topic in the fitness industry these days. And essentially the accreditation process that the fitness education companies go through. So in the beginning, I mentioned I used to work for other ones, NESTA, NCCPT, and I own my own KIPS. There's an accreditation that some of these companies can go after that essentially says that it's a valid certification. And it's a very controversial topic. But gyms these days, there's a wide variety of them that don't require them. So fitness education companies does offer non-accredited options that are cheaper, easier for you to pass. Some of them might offer an open book test. So much easier to enter the industry and thus get your feet on the floor, the gym floor that is, and getting that experience. Now, the next benefit that I'm going to go over, and this is probably one of the big reasons you're thinking about coming into the fitness industry or becoming a personal trainer, and that is the higher average hourly wage. Now, when I entered the industry, I used to work at a gym that there were trainers, multiple trainers within one facility that were making 80, 100K plus a year. Now, that is a lot. That was a lot back then. It's a lot now for this industry. And don't get me wrong, it takes a lot of work to get there. You can't snap your fingers or get your certification and boom, I'm making that much money. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of hours, dedication, and it probably won't happen in 1 year, 2 years. It takes time to get there. But there is an average hourly wage that is higher than most. And even looking at lower end gyms, I don't want to diminish the power of a lower end gym where you're potentially making 15 to 30 per hour. That is still a good wage for anybody. So hourly wage, big benefit of this profession. I do also want to throw in there that if you do have small kids, a lot of gyms do have childcare. So that can be a benefit too if you're looking for that option. If you are someone that has small kids, you need to find a place for them to be while you are working. Some gyms do offer that. So benefit in my book. If you are somebody that is getting into this profession because you love to help people, you love that feeling of somebody reaching their life goals, their health goals, this is a huge benefit. That is what you are doing. You are helping them create positive habits. You are helping them along their fitness journey. All things that are great and probably things you're going to say in your interview. I personally have helped people that have got huge weight loss goals, reach different goals, whether it's bench press, squat, or even helping them lose weight to get to that pregnancy stage. And those are things that I think about, and it makes me feel really great about this profession. Sometimes it even gives me goosebumps thinking about them. The last one I'm going to throw out there, and this is more of the mindset of when you're working in a facility or even a small boutique gym, is that it has a small business mentality. If you're somebody that doesn't like to be micromanaged and you just like to get in your groove, you like filming content, you like promoting yourself, this is definitely a profession where those skills will come in handy. You are out on the floor, you are promoting, you're talking to people, you're creating content that brings people in. You are selling yourself as a personal trainer inside of a bigger gym. So if you have that small business mentality, definitely a benefit for you. Now, the first question in terms of asking yourself, is this profession right for you? And that is, do you have the time? There are a lot of extra hours that you are dedicating when you enter this profession. So I want to get this one out there first. If you are just getting certified, you are probably going into that first gym situation, that first personal training situation, thinking, oh, wow, your eyes are all big. This sounds fantastic. but you are probably grinding. You are doing things that are off the clock, or you are making minimum wage walking the floor. If it is a nice facility that will pay you for that work, you are dedicating hours outside of personal training to grow your client list. You are waking up early. You are coming to the gym late in the evening because that is when people are available. Not every trainer gets clients in the middle of the day. That is one of the hardest things to achieve. And sometimes it's luck that you just happen to be in the right place at the right time to get those types of clients. So do you have that time to dedicate? This profession is often marketed as super flexible. So you might have seen an ad that you can be a personal trainer when you are available. That is a myth. That is very much something that is hard to attain, to get to that level of personal training. Like I mentioned, you are working when people are available, when they are available before work, and when they're available after work to train. So do you have that time, but also do you have that support system in place? Do you have people that can help you? If you have little kids and they can watch them, do you have that time away from your life, away from whatever is going on at home, to be at the gym, to show face? That is. Oftentimes, I can say from experience that I got clients from just even working out at the gym. If you are working in a facility, you have that shirt on, people will recognize you. They'll know who you are. They'll watch you. You think about it. And when you're doing cardio at the gym, you're maybe on the elliptical, you're running, you're looking around. You're thinking, oh man, I don't want to be on this treadmill or elliptical. Same thing goes for members. They're watching people around the facility. They are trying to keep their minds busy. So they recognize you. They see what you're doing. And in the past, I would just be working out and people would come up to me, ask me a question. I would say, hey, you have great technique with your clients. I have my wife. Or, well, can you give me some tips about this exercise? And then eventually that leads to something further. So showing face, do you have that time? The next question that you need to ask yourself is, do you have the right mindset? And when I wrote this outline for this, I put right in quotation marks because not everybody needs to be the same. I got to put that out there. That's just part of this outline. That's part of this video. When I say right, anybody can do it, but do you have the right mindset to grow? Are you willing to accept criticism? Are you willing to go outside of your comfort zone? Because that is definitely a part of this profession. One of the big things that people do not know on most occasions, that is, because it's not really in the education, or it's not discussed as much or emphasized, is the sales component. Do you have that skill set, or are you willing to develop a skill set around sales? Because if you are at a gym where you have to sell, you have to walk around, you have to do complimentary sessions, you have to get in front of members, do you have that sales mentality to close them, or can you work on it, or can you develop it? It's a very uncomfortable situation to be in. I'm gonna throw that out right now. If you are a new first-time trainer and you're in that position where you just finished a great workout, you feel like you bonded, and now all of a sudden you have to close them, ask them for money. It's one of those things like, you're dreading it. You're almost getting to that point where like, oh, maybe they'll just bring it up themselves. No, it is one of those situations that you got to get experience. You have to practice. So can you learn those types of skills? I do want to put out there, and this is kind of the other side of the flip side of it, is that there are gyms out there that personal trainers can just get experience where the fitness manager is often the one doing the selling and they just book the sessions for you. I've worked for facilities like that in the past, and that's great. Often you will not get paid as much because you are not doing the sales. You're not getting the commission of a sale. So there are benefits, positives of working for business models like that. But keep in mind, there are those out there where you can just get the reps. You can get personal training reps, get experience queuing people, which is all great, a part of this industry. The next thing about the right mentality that I wanted to put into this one is, do you have the mentality to learn? Do you have the mentality to grow? A certification, an entry-level certification, it's basic. It's elementary education to get you into this industry. That's how they're designed. I've worked on different certification programs, manuals, exams, and they're all designed to give you very basic knowledge to be able to get out on the floor on your first day. Can you safely train somebody on your first day? That's how it's all brought together. So can you, or are you willing to learn more once you get into this profession? Can you seek out a specialty certification that helps you grow your business? Can you find another certification that maybe helps open up some new clients? Maybe it's in the active aging population. Maybe it's something in the group fitness realm. Those are all things to consider. Think about it. You are not the only one that's going on a journey when entering this industry. You have your clients that you're helping them through their health and fitness journey, but to be able to sustain a career in the fitness industry as a personal trainer, you also need to grow. You need to learn more. You need to seek out more education that helps you make better programs, attract new clients, and ultimately help you sustain this career. Do not get me wrong. There are a lot of benefits. I talked about it at the beginning, and there is not one way of doing things as a personal trainer. You can have your own personality, and hopefully you do. That's what will help create separation between your colleagues, other people working in the same gym, having your own personality. People know how you train, know how you program. Just remember that these are questions that hopefully are general, that help you along that process of making that purchase, to help you decide if, oh, can I do this? And if you answered a lot of yes to things I mentioned, great. Build that confidence, keep going. I hope you enjoyed this video. You got something out of it. If you're looking for fitness education, make sure to check out KIPS, all the great courses that we have that are pre-approved by a lot of the fitness education providers. And I'll catch you in the next one.